Well, on this hunt, we're going to be joining TC East. It's the last week of Missouri season. He's self-filming. He snuck down into this bottom field, and as you can tell, he's got a bird roosted right in front of him in this corner.
Yes. Alright. Well, what a morning. I was getting ready to leave, but I was letting these hens leave the field. I was going to go to my other farm. And I saw them all working down this field edge. I'm like, normally they go up here behind me. But I was like, I'm going to look out the blind. So I kind of stood up and I looked down there. There's one strutting in the field. And, he didn't act. I couldn't get great footage because this window's up and I wasn't going to move the camera around and stuff. But he was kind of just pecking around like a chicken following his hens. He ended up walking, and then I saw him kind of turn his head turned, and his snoot dropped out here, and he started strutting again. I said, uh-oh. I said, he's in trouble. And sure enough, he walked up here. He got in a bad mood. Walked right up to the decoy, attacked him. My arrow fell off twice out of my bow. Twice. I was able to let it down, put my arrow back in twice, and still I got to full draw 3 times on him. I don't know why my arrow was doing that, but it did. But I smoked him right here. He should be. Hopefully he's down right here in the woods. I heard him flopping right here on the edge of the creek. If I hit him right, should be perfect. But, oh, what a morning. Second hunt in northwest Missouri this year. I went and hunted with my buddy last weekend because I couldn't hunt. But 2 mornings that I've hunted, I'm done. If I can find this bird, it's another great turkey season. I can't complain. I've gone hunting myself twice. I went opening morning, got one killed by 6:30. Came out this morning, I don't even know what time it is. It's 6:21. I just killed another one. Doesn't get any better than that. Wyatt's gonna be mad. He's been struggling. It's been rough for him. He just texted me and told me they had 2 that wouldn't commit to the decoys. He's gonna be mad when he sees this footage of a bird committed to the decoys.
Well, as you can tell, I've had a pretty good season so far this year. It's my second hunting myself. This is the second weekend of Missouri opener. It's May 1st right now. Well, I was getting ready to leave. I had 3 hens working by me, and I saw them working down here. I'm like, normally they go up to the top of the hill up here. So I peek out of the corner of the blind. Sure enough, he's down there strutting. I didn't think he was going to commit, honestly. He wasn't really acting like it till he got right here and saw my decoys. And I knew then his mood changed. He started strutting and his head got real red and his snoot dropped again. So I'm tagged out in Missouri, so I'm probably going to be done for the season. Just get everything ready for deer season now, which there ain't a whole lot right now. They ain't even got horns on their head yet. So probably going to go get him taken care of, get him tagged, and probably go get some breakfast and meet up with Wyatt and Austin and see what we want to do from there.
It is May 11th. I'm here in Nebraska. Trying to finish the spring off here on a high note. It's a little cool this morning for this time of year, but it's got the turkeys acting like it's April again. Back home, the birds seem to have kind of shut it off. Things greened up a lot earlier than they have in years past. So anyways, I've got like 2 or 3 turkeys that are gobbling that are right up here in front of me. They roost in this timber right in front of me, so they flew down. They have hens. I didn't realize they had some hens with them, but they're only 150 yards from me still gobbling, so I just gotta hope they're gonna come this way. I'm sitting in this little open pasture here, so if they get anywhere around me, they should be able to see these decoys, so I'm just gonna sit here and be patient. Hopefully they start working this way and get close enough to see these decoys, so we'll see what happens.
Well, right off the roost, those turkeys flew straight away from me across the creek. So I decided to back out, go get some breakfast, and regroup around 1 o'clock. And hopefully by then, they've lost their hens and they're ready to come to a call.
Alright guys, I just got set up for my afternoon hunt. And I'm back on those same birds I was on this morning. Except I'm hoping they've lost their hens by now. Well, I just set up and called, and they gobbled like way off. I waited like 5 minutes, called again, they were way closer. And then I called again, and they're like, I thought I would almost be able to see them. I'm gonna call again. See if they answer. They cut me off the last 2 times. Oh, there they are. There they are. Those are the 3 that I'll set up on this morning. They were roosted right in front of me this morning. They flew out into that cornfield. I got out and I've been watching them all day over there, making sure they didn't go anywhere. Well, after I went to breakfast, I came out and watched them cross the creek back this way. I knew this was going to be a good spot because this is right across the creek from where they were when they were coming in, or when they were roosted. So I came over here, got set up. I called one time, they answered me, and then they came right in. They gobbled like 2 times. I could tell they were getting closer. I looked over and they're coming right here. They wouldn't commit to the decoy. I had to shoot him at like 25 yards. And unreal. I can't believe that. It's so awesome. And on top of it off, I had Buck with me in the blind. He doesn't have a clue what happened. He's just hanging out. Oh.
Well guys, here is my probably final turkey of 2021. Had an awesome day and a half here in Nebraska. After the Missouri season I had, I was beginning to think that my double in Iowa was going to be the last kill of the spring for me, but luckily my good friend Ben Collingham is nice enough to give me access to a couple of his properties out here. And I came here last night, scouted, hunted these same 3 birds this morning. They flew across the creek from me, and then I figured throughout the day, once they lost their hens, maybe I'd have a chance of calling them in, and that's exactly what happened. Snuck back in here, only 100 yards from where I set this morning, but this is where I watched them come back to at about 10:30 or 11 o'clock from the other side after they left the cornfield. I knew they were in the area, figured they had to be within earshot, and first call they answered, probably 300 or 400 yards, and within 5 minutes they were right on top of me. The swacker dropped him in his tracks. He didn't commit to the decoy, so I had to shoot him at like 20, 25 yards. But what an awesome bird here in Nebraska. These birds sure are beautiful, and they're a blast to hunt. So this is probably going to do it for this spring. I want to thank everybody for watching all of our hunts this spring. We started it in Nebraska, and I'm going to end it here. So what an awesome bird. Beautiful, beautiful hunt here on May 11th. Now it's time to start thinking about deer, so pretty awesome.